Hello there, welcome to the channel, welcome back hopefully. If you're new to the channel, then we're in the middle of doing some experimentation with contrabass clarinet through the Jackson Audio Modular Fuzz. After some playing around with the Super Ego Plus to create some sustain effect, we are firmly putting our attention back onto the modular fuzz. We're moving to a different module. We did some work on the Fuzz Page Mark II, and that was very satisfying. And now we're going to take a look at the goat's head. Now, there is something going on where the setting that we've got sorted out right now is the one that was left over from the Fuzz Page Mark II. And so you can see all of the controls there, the place where they were at. What I'm going to do is just take a look at the trimmers on the back and make a note of where those positions are, because ideally the trimmers would be in the same position for all of the different modules, and we would just play around with the perhaps the levels of the boost. It should be noted that basically what the trimmers do for the three different bands, there are 5 in the back. This is actually kind of the same function as those trimmers. This chooses the frequency that is being boosted. Then, so there's that for both of those two guys, the treble and the bass. And then there's a Q, which is the width of the band. And basically I've got the Q set max, so it's covering as wide a range as possible. So what we're going to do is just make a note of where the frequencies are. These ones, this one, and this one are the 3 different Q settings, and basically I've just got it set to max. You can see that those are all the way up, but it's these two guys. So this is for the treble, and the treble is in a T position, not an X position. And it's from the bottom, it's the second T up. And here we are with the bass frequency, and also that is, let's take a look, it's in a T position. Also the second T up from the bottom. Okay, now the other interesting thing that we've got here with the goat's head that we don't have with the Fuzz Page Mark II is a tone trimmer. Gain we have got on the Fuzz Page Mark II, but yeah, we've got that option here, so we'll play around with that. And I think that's probably where we'll start. Now, what we found to be most effective in our previous use of or a previous experience of creating a tone using all of the trimmers on the back plus all of these guys is that we use the frequency band for the sub bass from our samples. You can hear all of the samples, examples of all of them, in the previous video of making the tone for the Fuzz Page Mark II. I'll make sure that's in the titles, in the text for this video. But what we're going to do though is we're going to start with kind of the bass sample, because it's got a little bit more range, it's got a little bit more I guess tonal variance than the sub bass sample. So we'll do that, and we'll see if we can get a good tone, a good idea for tone and gain circuits, trimmers, with this particular module. So I'm going to turn the sentry off, because that always gives us a good idea of where we're at. And you can hear that there's a click there that the sentry gets rid of. What we were doing with the Fuzz Page Mark II was we were turning the gain circuit down to the point where it was not clicking. So maybe that's something that we want to do here as well. Okay, let's hit that sample. I just love this module so much. We can turn that down. Let's reset these guys as well, I think. Okay. Let's play with the tone a little. Oh, that's delicious. Yeah, that's like a really beautiful range there, all the way from very subdued, mellow kind of tone up to very, very brassy and resonant. Beautiful. What I'm going to do is just turn the sample all the way off there, and we're going to see where the gain circuit's at with this clicking. I mean, it really requires very, very, very little to get rid of, very little for that clicking to start. Now, if we turn the sentry on, that still gets rid of the clicking, so we're not tied to that. But let's see how it sounds with the sample. That's just delicious. I mean, so the tone is all the way open, the gain is all the way down. So that's with the gain just up a little bit. And we get a very lovely tone like that first T position. I'm going to try fiddling around with that and the volume here to see what it's like. Okay, that's the first T position. And I mean that clicking is still there. but it is hardly audible. But like, let's turn it up to the next T. Yeah. Okay, let's put the sample back on and see. I mean, even that is just lovely. And that's at its most evil, but yeah, I mean, we've still got that clicking. So basically, I think what we're going to do is we're going to resign ourselves to the fact that that clicking is going to be there. And we're going to just create the sound that we want to create, regardless of whether there's clicking going on or not. So let's turn this back up. First X, second T, next X, not that. That's nice. Okay, that's when it starts to get really spitty. That's the first T down from the top. And this is the tone all the way open. There's something nice about that tone about halfway down. That's the gain all the way up. Let's see about taming that now with the tone. There we go. So gain all the way up, taming it with the tone. Okay, that's lovely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change the sample. I want there, like what I notice is when the gain is down, when the tone is down, like when the tone is more subdued, we don't get so much buzziness in the high notes, and I want buzziness in the high notes. So we're going up to the mid samples from the contrabass clarinet, which is the top, like major third. So from like on the clarinet, high D to high F sharp, I don't have the frequencies handy, but yeah, it's like low mids. So here we go. So tone all the way open. It has to be all the way up. Noticing that first T down produces some nice effects. First X down. Yeah. First T down from the top for the gain. Now let's tame that a little bit with the filter, the tone. I do like that spittiness. Okay, his open tone. A little scratchy. Okay, do we wanna bring the gain down a little? I don't think we do. Gain at first T down from top. This is first X down from top. Okay, just for comparison, I'm going to bring it down all the way down, and this is the first X. Definitely I think first T down is fine. That's first T, first X, second T, next X, next T, okay. Bringing it down to first T, second T, Okay, third T down is where things start to get softer. Okay, I'm gonna start from the bottom and bring it up. First T, second T. Yeah, that's a little bit too harsh on these overtones. I'm going to bring it that second T, I think. Okay, let's stick with that. What's that? That's first X up from the bottom, I think. Okay. I'm starting to wonder if we don't want to bring that gain down a little. Okay, this is first X. That seems to be a nice. Get that second T down. Even the lower settings are good. Okay, that's first X. And even that is pretty good. And it doesn't have the shrillness of some of those higher notes. Okay, so that's actually lower, that's the first X from the bottom. Okay, also that's first X. Okay, I quite like that first X position there for the filter, for the tone, sorry. Okay. Okay. So, those positions were slightly different than expected. We tried it big, and it was a little too much. And I do feel that we've got a good subtle balance there now. Let's have a look at some of these other things. And for that, oh, actually, let's first of all go back to our bass sample. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, oh, that's very nice. So first X for the tone, and first X for the gain as well. I mean, it is nice when it's pushed a little bit, but that made the higher notes a bit more shrill. You can kind of hear that shrillness in there as well, although it's not unpleasant. So that's the T after the second X. But I think it's a little too much. I think we found the right spot there. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Very nice. What we're going to do is go to the contrabass sample now. See how we feel about that. Out of curiosity's sake, see what it's like with the tone. Yeah, that's not as distinctive. Yeah, it does get too much. I like it. First X, as we've been doing. Again. Yeah, it doesn't make a huge difference. Okay. So both at first X. And that seems to work nicely in all of those different ranges. Okay, and the Sentry's still doing its job there wonderfully. Okay, Let's have a play now with some of the mids, and we'll see how we feel about these positions. See if they're the same as with the Fuzz Page Mark II module. I'm going to keep that off just for full transparency's sake, and we're going to keep it on the sub bass sample here. A little bit is nice. Nice. Okay, it's definitely targeting something higher. That seems to make a big difference. So let's see if when it's cut it's the same. Okay, definitely there seems to be. Well. I actually quite like that quite high. Actually, that's a bit excessive, but if we cut there. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. That's kind of a sweet spot there. Okay, so having it be that the high mids that this affects is really good. What I'm tempted to do though is just to leave this a bit more neutral for now and tackle the trebles. Boosting the trebles. Let's choose a range. All the way up is too much. So first X seems to be pretty good. Any more than that and it's a little too obvious. I mean, that's the first X down. It's pretty intense. Like crickets or something. But not entirely unpleasant. Let's try the second, the first X down. That's a nice frequency to cut. Down. Also a nice frequency to cut. Yeah. Still though, it's the first X up. Yeah, first X up, same as the previous one. Previous module, I should say. Seems to be doing the job. And let's put it all the way down and see. Quite nice too. Cool. It's actually quite nice all the way down. Till about there. Work up to first X. Yeah. Same as the previous neutral, it has a nice airiness. It can get pretty intense trebly. Let's try that with a different sample. We'll go to the low mids sample. Ooh, wow, that's intense. Yeah, let's try the ooh, you can get a bit screamy there as well. It's nice. Okay. So the process of putting it through the using the the sub bass register as our guide, and then checking with the others seems to be good. We're going to try the mids now, which we were playing with a little bit before, and let's see how things go. Here is where it was with the previous. That's nice. Okay, quite different from the last pedal. The last module, I should say. Oh, that's really quite tasty. bringing it just a bit below. It's like 4 o'clock. Okay, let's try with the other samples. First of all, the low mids contrabass sample. Not getting so much effect from the treble then. I like the bit of extra presence that gives it. Doesn't need much. Okay, I mean I'm really digging where that mid frequency is, but let's try our bass sequence, our bass sample. Okay, the treble's nice. I'm enjoying this mid frequency because it seems to make a lot of difference when I play with this. Like this setting would be good, but also cut, it seems to work well too. Okay. Now the thing that I am interested in is that the treble doesn't seem to be doing very much now with what we've done with the middle. So the mid frequency is pretty high there. I suspect it may just be sitting. It may just be like messing with the treble, where the treble is and where the mid is might be quite close to each other. So I'm going to go back to the contrabass sample and see if that makes sense. we might want that a bit higher. Whoops. Fuck. Okay, well now we've done it. Where was the gain? I'm going to take a guess, and I'll check later. But like, I think if I remember correctly, it was like first X. Let's put on the sample and see. Okay, I'm going to guess it was first X from the bottom. Okay, this is the one we actually wanted to play with. No, I think it's fine where it is. It's subtle. Whereas if we use anything higher, yeah. Gonna leave it on second notice. And you can hear the deadening effect it has. Yeah. Yeah. Good. I'm fine with that. It's quite a subtle effect, but it's worthwhile. Certain airiness to it. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so if we're leaving it like that for now, let's check the bass. I just have to say I love having this bass control. Okay, it's strongly boosted there. Let's see if the frequency is what we like. That's quite nice. seems to be around like around first X. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, like second T, it gets a little bit too intense. First X, it's just subtle enough. You can make it sound quite tinny there as well. Okay, let's find the other samples. Okay, a lot to think about here, but I do feel like we're almost done. Let's try the treble. I mean, obviously it's not going to have a huge effect on that. I'm sorry, by treble I mean the low mids sample. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no point really in continuing with that, but should have an effect here. This is the bass sample. Showing off its use there, isn't it? certain craziness to it, I think. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with how this is. The thing that I'm liking is that the frequencies that we're targeting here with this and the trimmers at the back are actually ones that seem to make a real difference to the tone. Let's go to a sample. This is everything, all of the samples combined. Nice with that cut. Okay, and there we go. I'm quite happy with that, and I mean there's so much room for play with that. So what a little experiment that was. Very glad to have done that, and I feel that we've got a good use for the goat's head module there. That's some really lovely flexible sounds there. Well, I'm good with that. There's one more thing I'd like to try, I think, and that's pushing the fuzz all the way up. Then we're going to call it a day. Okay, well, I don't think that is something that we want to change. Definitely some more intense high-end stuff with the fuzz up than with down, and that's kind of what we want. Great, well, I hope that has been as fun and interesting for you as it has been for me. That was quite a journey there. And thank you for sticking around. I will be heading to bed very soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you very much for joining us.